All right, folks, welcome back to Procreate. So now, my mentor always told me when you were done with the piece, see if you can make the blacks, the top 10% of the blacks, 10% darker, and the whites, the top 10% of the whites, 10% lighter. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to now move everything up above all, and I'm going to just go a full-on opaque blitz, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just go ahead and move with my airbrush. Now, I'm not going to use my custom texture brush. We already did that. I'm going to move my soft airbrush. And now the name of this game is to figure out where the darks are and make the darks just a little bit darker and the lights just a little bit lighter. Okay, the goal is not to overall ruin your image. You already have that done. Okay, so I'm just kind of grabbing, like in between here maybe where the tusk is. That needs to get a little bit sharper. It needs to get a little bit darker. This could go just a little bit darker. This little line right here, that could go just a little bit darker. Okay, and I would say over here, now realize I'm working in black, so I got to be real careful not to destroy my blue with this. Okay. All right, and maybe on the back side of this ear here. Okay. That looks pretty darn good. All right, so I think that we're in pretty good shape. Now let's add some whites. Now I'm going to go bright white, like pow. And I'm not going to create the soft whites. This is going to be in your face, full on, just crazy white. Bringing in my studio pen now. Bringing in the big guns. All right, along this line, because I want it to be sharp, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to bring the whites just like this. Okay, and this is an assault. This isn't subtle. This is straight up just, this is white, right? This is just violence on the page right here. This isn't trying to be soft and subtle. This is just an attack on all the grays and everything else. So you want to use this sparingly. And you see how this pulls those nice edges? Every time I get frustrated with a piece and I think it's never going to come together, I always say wait for the white highlights. That's what's going to drive your piece. And so you want to use this just where it makes sense. And you see how in my line work I left a couple of those spots? All right, now even along here. Boom. Right out and in there. That looks good. All right, let's go ahead and do this with that eye. Okay, now right here, y'all wonder why I left it so light? I was leaving room for these white highlights. Okay, looks good. Now let's go ahead and take the highlights up just a notch here in the elephant. Okay. And now, this line that I traced, I'm going to augment it dark on light to get a really nice type of look. And then I'm going to come down along this side. Yeah, look at that. That tusk now looks like you can see from across the room. Okay, this guy right here. I started too far out. All right, that looks pretty good. And now I'm going to bring this guy. And I'm going to add in some paint splatches and splatters and kind of some stuff there. Add in some contrast. And I just want to come along the side there. Just like that. That looks really good. You see how I'm unifying this thing a little bit? Right? Little goes a long way with it, and there's no rhyme or reason to where you put it. Okay. All right. So I think that overall, I'm quite happy with that. Let's go ahead and add in the last little bit to the filters. And now here's where I'm going to do like a bright orange. So I'm going to come into the bright orange, and I'm going to switch over to my disc right now. I really like the disc. I'm going to go ahead and, again, make a clipping mask. Let's go ahead and bring that in. And now I'm going to come in with my soft airbrush because I want this to be bright, large, in charge. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to screen it. And now, all right, so why isn't it showing up? Oh, it's not below the, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and bring that up. There it is. You see how this is just going to add a little bit of variation to it. This is mixing colors that are similar in family, but I wait until the end to figure out where they make sense. And now, to kind of flesh this out, let's come back one more thing here. Let's go back to our coarse brushes. We're going to come up to that spray can that we made. We're going to drop it down a little bit. And this is where we're going to throw in some of our spray plotches. All right, that looks pretty awesome. What I'll probably do now, I do want to do one more thing. Let's add some yellow light, and we're going to bring in our spray can. I'm going to bring it up to the top. And I'm going to bring that just like so. That's awesome. All right, so let's put a background on this bad boy here. Let's go ahead, one more, folks. I promise we're going to do a really cool background, throw in some sprays, and then we will be finished finito with this project. All right, let's go ahead and take the next step.